So it's the 13th of January 2024 and today we're doing the annual White Wagtail Roost count in Valletta. This is an event that's been happening for many years at this time of the year, and we count the wagtails because a high proportion of the birds that come to Malta in the winter actually choose Valletta as their roosting spots. And over the years we've been collecting data on how many birds have been roosting. And we've had some very good figures in recent years. Last year we had around 11,000, but the peak has been up to 14,000. So today we're doing the roost count again to see how the numbers compared to previous years. And what will be particularly interesting this year will be to see if the numbers are increased because we had a lot of the trees actually destroyed in the Mosta area, which is also an area that many wagtails were using to roost. We had up to 1,000 roosts in Mosta alone. So today will be very interesting to see if the numbers are increased actually, because maybe we've had some of the Mosta wagtails come and join the birds in Valletta. So in order to carry out these roost counts successfully, we need to have a number of people join us. And this year we've had 16 people join us, which is a very good number. They're usually bird watchers, so these are people who watch birds for fun in their free time, and every year they know that this White Wagtail Roost count is taking part. And in fact we have several bird watchers who join us every year without fail to carry out this roost count. So we do the roost count in Valletta because this is where the majority of the white wagtails decide to roost. During the daytime, the wagtails are out in the surrounding countryside where they're feeding, and then at the end of the day they flock together and they roost together because there's safety in numbers. There's also more warmth as well. So for their survival overnight, it's increased if they actually roost together. And in Valletta we have various counting locations, and they're all dotted around the bastions. So where I'm standing at the moment is overlooking the three cities, and then we have various teams going around overlooking as far as Salima. And within the teams we've decided where to count the birds in between, so it reduces the risk of teams double counting any birds. And the wagtails, they only really have one thing on their mind at this time of the day, and that's to go find their roosting spots, and that's where they will remain overnight. So the birds will be flying over our heads and we count them, and we know that once they've flown over, it's highly unlikely that they're going to go anywhere else. For example, they won't turn back on themselves and they won't go back into the countryside. So again, we're quite certain that the birds that we're counting is an accurate representation of how many birds there are roosting. I would anticipate the numbers to be at least 10,000 for this location today. So the white wagtails are roosting in the Ficus trees, which are in the square in between the St. John's Co-Cathedral and the law courts. It's only a small group of trees, but these trees are very important for the white wagtails.